All right, everyone, welcome back to the Land of Chem. I am your host and the author. My name is Jeffrey Durham. Thank you all so much for joining me again. All right, everyone, welcome back. This is Sunday Site Visit 60, and today we will be exploring the lost causeway of the Great Pyramid for a secondary investigation that revealed functional details of this structure that may have been connected into components that have since been removed, and even more evidence of the underground tunnel and shaft network running below the Giza plateau. If this is the type of content you're interested in regarding the ancient technology of a lost civilization, utilizing physics and chemistry, and the function of the Egyptian pyramids and other ancient structures from across the world, this is the channel for you. So please subscribe to the Land of Chem here on YouTube, and don't forget to click that little notification bell so that you do not miss the new episodes that premiere twice per week. Please like, comment, share, and stay tuned if you want to help support this channel and get access to exclusive research and unreleased footage. Check out the Land of Chem members only channel, link in the video description below, and thelandofchem.com if you want to pick up a copy of the book or grab some merch. If you want to follow me on Instagram, my handle is @thelandofchem. Also, don't forget, after you finish watching this video, please go subscribe to our two new channels here on YouTube, Egyptian Trash Cats for all you cat lovers out there, and Egypt Eats for food reviews, also linked in the video description below. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, thank you all so much for the support. I think that is it for today's intro. So without further ado, let's get right to it. And just a quick reminder, the second 2024 Land of Chem Ancient Alchemy and Ascension Tour is on, and bookings are now available. If you are interested in coming to Egypt to see the pyramids for yourself on this epic adventure experience coming up in early winter later this year, please send me an email to contact@thelandofchem.com with the subject line Egypt Tour 3, and I will send you the full tour itinerary and pricing details. Thank you all so much, and I will see you soon here in the Land of Chem. All right, everyone, here we go with tonight's episode. And to begin, here is a beautiful and ghostly depiction of the causeway of the Great Pyramid from the early 1900s, a now abandoned and forgotten area of the Giza plateau that has been lost to the sands of time until now. And here is a diagram showing the causeway running from the Great Pyramid toward the Valley Temple. And remember that all of this area here in green is now buried below the city of modern Giza, including the Valley Temple itself, which is now forever covered below the asphalt and houses sitting right on top of this ancient site. Now, here are some close-up images of the cave and tunnel or shaft system we discovered on the northeastern side of the Giza plateau. And you can see here the guard looking down on us as we investigated this area. And it appears that there are at least 3 or 4 shaft or tunnel terminations leading into this cave. As you can see here, there are 3 and possibly 1 leading off in this direction over here, with this one here in the center being particularly circular. So this is even more evidence for the underground network of shafts and tunnels running below the Giza plateau, and it just keeps piling up. And all of them appear directly connected to the function of the plateau pyramid chemical manufacturing and mining operations. So now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I hope you enjoy Sunday Site Visit 60 from the lost causeway of the Great Pyramid.
Man, I wish you guys could be here with me in person. And for those of you that are coming on the winter tour later this year, this may be an area that we get to explore together. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another Sunday site visit. And what you see here is the Great Pyramid of Giza. And we are not on the Giza plateau at the moment, but we're here on the causeway of the Great Pyramid. That once led to the Valley Temple of the Great Pyramid, that is now forever buried below the Giza neighborhood that you can see here. There's Lex.
Hey everyone.
From Ancient Odysseys. And we came out here before on a previous Sunday site visit expedition, but this area is deserving of a secondary investigation. There were several anomalous features that I didn't get a chance to look at in depth. Sadiki, Zayak.
Alhamdulillah.
So believe it or not, we are standing on the causeway. It used to look very similar to the causeway leading from the Central Pyramid down to the Valley Temple and Sphinx. So I won't spoil the surprise, but we have an absolutely massive exploration coming up soon. That was our initial plan for today. But the universe works in mysterious ways, and that will be coming up in a later Sunday site visit. Lex is over there watching these horses take a little sand bath. It seems that they've all just made their way over here. They're just like walking around. Nobody's guiding these horses. Hey babe, just be careful. So the area that I wanted to investigate is up here. And for those of you that have been following the Land of Chem weekly cigar reviews, we got La Hacienda, another blend from Warped Cigars. And this is really what I wanted to take a look and see what was going on in here. So it appears that this causeway area has been mostly disassembled. And we'll take a look in that pit here in just a moment. I'm just keeping an eye on Lex because we're in an area off of the official Giza plateau in the local neighborhood. And you'll notice there's a piece of black basalt right here. And I found a rather unusual artifact on the other side of this wall that now I'm able to explain with other supporting evidence exactly what this thing is. Lex! Okay, okay. So again, you can see this huge fragment of black basalt here. This piece is basalt.
You think it's from the Eastern Temple?
It's hard to say
Then there's a triangular too.
what was down here, and this whole thing has been disassembled. And again, why this area is not incorporated as an official part of the Giza Plateau, and why it's been buried under the modern neighborhood in this just kind of forgotten area. Sadiki.
Where'd he go?
أنا بروح هنا كله كويس. ازيك؟
الحمد لله.
ماشي.
منين؟ منين؟
ها؟
وين؟
من
أنت
فين؟
منين؟
أنا من مصر.
من مصر إيه؟
أيوة أنا مصري صديقي، أنا بعيش هنا في معادي.
ليه؟
Nice kite.
You see this area here. So again, this is the level of where this causeway used to be. And all of these blocks have been removed out of here.
هي هنا مش حلوة الناحية التانية.
It's okay, كله كويس.
في هناك برضه. ها؟ وريني كده دي السجارة.
No, خلاص.
وريها لي اشوفها اشوفها.
It's okay, it's okay.
هشوفها مش هاخدها. ها؟ هشوفها مش هاخدها. هشوفها بس.
No, it's okay.
مش هاخدها انا هبص عليها.
No,
هبص عليها.
it's okay.
نو انا ما بشربهاش اصلا. ها؟ انا هشوفها بس. هشوفها امسكها بس اشوفها.
No, you're too young.
يعني ايه؟
You're too young.
كلمني مصري.
أنا بتعلم مصري شوية.
شوية. انا بقول لك انا هبص عليها اشوفها.
أنا آسف مش فاهم. Pretty sure this kid is asking to smoke my cigar, but I don't understand enough Egyptian to fully interpret the request. Sadiki.
سلام.
Okay. So we had a bit of a discussion last time regarding the artifact embedded in this rock. Sadiki, la'a. Okay. Which is this little guy right here. And we're We're gonna bust out one of the new features on this GoPro. A little light. And I can't see shit in this viewfinder right now, but hopefully you can see that little corkscrew artifact down in here. And during our recent private special permission into the Osiris shaft, as we were descending down into the 3rd level, we saw a bunch of those shells embedded in the limestone bedrock. So as unusual as it may appear, it is indeed a shell fossil. And you can see here the pristine fit of these paving blocks. And looking up toward the Great Pyramid. So that was probably the 5th time since we were walking over here that some child asked me for a smoke on my cigar, or asked me to give him a cigar. And you can see here from this surrounding pit that this area was once buried and excavated, but has since been left completely abandoned. And this pit really caught my attention the last time that we were down here. Because, I mean, you have to imagine all the stone that was removed from this section. It's probably 15 feet deep. And I see a piece of stone, several pieces of stone down here that have my attention. We're going to get down there here in just a minute. So I'm very curious what was here originally that was the impetus for excavating all the way down into that. And Alexa has a really good eye for anomalous stuff. And she just called me over here. That's certainly weird. It does not appear to be modern, because it has the same quality of wear. You can see the line here leading into this shape here. And it's crazy to me that this is just out here buried in some pit in the local neighborhood. I mean, this is an integral part of the Giza plateau pyramid system, and the Khufu, quote unquote, Khufu Valley Temple. You know, imagine the majesty of the Khafra, the central pyramid valley temple. Something of that stature just gone forever below the local neighborhood in this area. And
Here.
all right, so down into the pit. And I already see a few more examples of these shell fossils. See one of them there. And another one here. And now I can say for sure that these are indeed fossils. And you can see here, this limestone is permeated with small fossils. Hey, just be careful with the glass.
Okay. Huge chunk.
Yeah, so huge pieces of iron oxide. There's a big piece right here. This piece here. Do you have the flashlight?
Yes, I do.
Is just a huge piece of what looks like really, really pure iron oxide.
Here you go.
Here, hold this for a sec.
Got it?
Keep going, keep going.
Ooh. There's some more basalt.
Okay, so now you can see the color. Look at that. Huge, extremely pure chunk of iron oxide. So at this point, I will also reveal another detail that I haven't yet discussed here on the channel, which is the function of this iron oxide. So I will say that not all of this iron oxide was for mining. There are veins of this material that stretch across the entire Giza plateau. And these veins are integrated into these structures. So there are veins of iron oxide that run through the causeway into the core of the pyramids. We saw evidence of iron oxide veins that terminate into the subterranean chamber of the Great Pyramid, and also evidence of the same terminating into the core of the central pyramid. So these pyramids are built on a foundation of bedrock, a mound of bedrock. The primordial mound upon which the pyramids are constructed is permeated with this iron oxide material. And I can't discuss enough about the strategic placement of these monuments. And iron oxide is also an extremely functional material. And they utilize these veins for a very specific purpose. We also see veins that terminate into the housings inside of the Osiris shaft. So the housings of the containers down inside the Osiris shaft have huge, thick veins of iron oxide feeding directly into those housings. And for those of you on the members only channel, you've already heard the explanation of the function of those veins in relation to the function of the Osiris shaft. And that same physics, the same mechanism of operation, was also involved in these structures. So there had to be a damn good reason for them to excavate this entire area and remove whatever was here out of the structure. Please be careful around the edges.
There's a huge cave over
Oh, I see it.
You could probably get up to the gate.
Hey. We're being watched.
Okay. I mean, there's a whole nother portion of the causeway.
So I'm pretty sure we just got spotted by the guards that are on top of the plateau. And we can just go and
Yeah, it's not
until they tell us
big.
to turn around.
Oh, look at this.
Okay, so this is more of the causeway here. Again, leading directly up to the Great Pyramid. And Alexa spotted a cave entrance on the side of the cliff over here. So the causeway just leads straight down in this direction into the local neighborhood and under the local neighborhood. Something you don't see every day. Check this out. Unfortunately, I can't really zoom, but there's a huge cave entrance right here. Oh yeah. It actually looks like there's, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's right here. Big opening. And there's actually what look to be 1, 2, 3 different openings in there. And I can tell you from standing right here that there does look to be like shafts or tunnels. There's another one right here. But here specifically, I can see a tubular shaft running in this direction back into the bedrock from this opening here. Good eye. You see how it opens up? Look at that circular shaft right there.
Right. Is that writing?
Um,
I might be able to zoom on it.
Yeah, so we're going to try to get some pictures. You can't zoom on the GoPro. But there's definitely something there for sure. And it looks like it may also go back in this direction. So see if you can get some pictures of that.
Okay.
I will say the guard up there is looking down on us like a hawk, but he hasn't said anything yet. Again, it's not illegal to be back here. This is just a local neighborhood. But Lex is going to get some pictures and then we're going to get the hell out of here. All right, so I'm glad we came down here. You always find something new. Doesn't look like much, but Sadiki. This is the lost causeway of the Great Pyramid. And more evidence of the underground cave and shaft network running below the Giza plateau. Yep. Chunk of red granite here. And who knows what it was from or what was originally out here. So whatever it was is all gone now. And you can see here this enclosure that at one time all of this was buried underneath the sand. And they excavated this area to reveal the causeway here. and then just left it abandoned. Because as with many of these early explorers, they were in search of treasure in their quote-unquote archaeological excavations of these sites. And when no treasure was found, the excavations were abandoned. But in my opinion, the structure is the treasure. And the materials from which they were constructed reveal all of the mysteries of the civilization that built these monuments. And you can see from this vantage point, there you go, that there's actually a little pretty precise little causeway or walkway here that, again, who knows what was here and what was here originally, but there's definitely a little causeway here that perhaps went around in this direction. Just disappearing into modern Giza. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today's Sunday site visit. I absolutely love it here. And if you want to come to Egypt to see these things for yourself, send me an email to contact@thelandofchem.com with the subject line Egypt Tour 3, and I will send you the full tour itinerary and pricing details for another tour of these ancient chemical manufacturing facilities coming up later this year.
All right, everyone, that is it for today's video. This was Sunday Site Visit 60 from the Lost Causeway of the Great Pyramid. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and in the next episode of the series, I will be revealing an absolutely major research discovery regarding the function of the shafts in the Queen's Chamber. This is an episode you do not want to miss, and on this month's members-only episode, a new interpretation for the function of the bent pyramid. If this is the type of content you're interested in regarding the ancient technology of a lost civilization utilizing physics and chemistry, and the function of the Egyptian pyramids and other ancient structures from across the world, please subscribe to the Land of Chem here on YouTube. Click that little notification bell, like, comment, and stay tuned. If you want to help support this channel, check out the members only channel and thelandofchem.com if you want to pick up a copy of the book or grab some merch. If you want to follow me on Instagram, my handle is @thelandofchem. Also, don't forget, after you finish watching this video, please go subscribe to our 2 new channels here on YouTube, Egyptian Trash Cats for all you cat lovers out there, and Egypt Eats for food reviews, linked in the video description below. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, thank you all so much for the support. I think that is it for today's episode, so I will see you next time. Yo, are you still watching this? Please subscribe to the Land of Chem here on YouTube and click that little notification button. New videos coming out every single week. And check out this other episode. Come on, do it. Do it now.